Okay. Problem number 27, I believe, is a discount points problem. We threw in one little curveball in there, but really that was about it. Actually, a couple of little tricks. A couple is in the process of buying a new home for $185,500 with an 80% LTV ratio. Now, what's the trick there? Remember, to solve this problem, we have to get it to loan amount, right? So $185,500. I didn't miss anything. They didn't put an appraised value in there, did they? Okay. So let's see, times 80%. 80% loan to value. Can someone tell me how much the loan amount is? Say again, please. 148,400. 148,400 is your loan amount. All right, I continue reading. The lender is charging 1% loan origination fee as lending the money with 2 discount points. Now, you knew what to do with the discount points. The trick here, it wasn't a trick actually, this was the easy way. Instead of us making you solve for discount points, we gave them to you. So technically, you only need to know the cost of the discount point. The trick here is the loan origination fee. In this case, they describe it as 1% loan origination fee. Now, your loan origination fee is not going to change your interest rate. The loan origination fee is money that you're paying to the lender for the work that they are doing. That's how they'll pay their commissions and stuff like that. So basically, when you look at it, you're not just paying 2 discount points, you're also paying 1% loan origination fee. You can solve them differently or you can solve them together. I'm going to do them together to just do it in one step. So, hold that thought for just a second. Let's finish reading. The buyers must pay an attorney $400 to handle the closing. How much money will the lender be paid in fees? Is the lender going to be paid the attorney fees? No. So again, another little bit of a red herring in there. So here's what I know. I know that there's $148,400 as your loan amount. And when all is said and done, how much is being paid to the lender? What percentage is being paid to the lender? 3% total. 3% total. 1% loan origination fee plus 2 discount points. The discount points will affect your interest rate. The origination fee will go to pay the lender for their services. And so the answer to this question is going to be, I'm guessing C. Does that come out right? I'm sorry, D. 3 times 148.4 is how much? 44.52. It is D. $4,452, and D is your answer. What do you think, Z?
No, I didn't like that.
You did not like it. Now, did you not like the math or the language?
The language.
Okay, and did you notice the red herring in there?
Yeah.
Once you start figuring out what the problem is about, this is technically a discount point in loan origination question. The part about the attorney was simply put in there to try to trick you. Did you remember to get to the loan amount before you started the problem?
No.
Okay, that's going to be your key step right there. Now, after having seen it, do you understand why we need, and by the way, just so you know, most finance problems are going to be predicated on the loan amount, not the sale price. Okay?
I thought the loan amount you had to subtract it from the original.
From the what, I'm sorry?
Or I thought you were supposed to do 185.5 minus 148.40 to get the loan amount.
No, this is the bank is willing to give you 80% of the 158.5. So what you were describing is how you found your down payment. But in this case, what we were looking for was the loan amount. Okay. It'll take a while to get used to what number that you're looking for, but most of the time we're looking for a loan amount in these finance questions. Okay. What other questions you have? First one you've seen in writing, but it's a very realistic case of what that would look like. Okay. Now, problems number 28 and 29, we rarely ask them this way on exams, but I like this question because it builds and it shows you how much information can be in the problem. So I'm going to start reading the setup for the problem. A house is being bought for a purchase price of $180,000 with an 85% LTV, so we know what's going to go on there. The term of the loan is 30 years at 7% rate of interest. It will take a loan factor of 6.65 to amortize the loan, and of course take out the 6.65 from the amortization schedule, right? The annual real property taxes are estimated to be $996. The annual premium for the homeowner's policy is $480. So question number 28 is what is the monthly PITI? So here's the way you're going to solve that. First of all, you need to again figure out what the loan amount is, right? In this case, let me erase. The purchase price was $180. The loan amount was what, LTV? 85%? So 180,000 times 85%, give me some help on that. 153. 153,000 loan amount. Everybody okay with that? Okay. Now that we know what the loan amount is, we can use our amortization table to figure out the monthly payment. Like I said, in the field, I just have an amortization calculator that can do that, but you don't have that luxury on this problem. So use the information that comes from the amortization table. 153, the amortization table is set up per $1,000 borrowed. So 153,000 divided by 1,000 equals 153. And a lot of times students ask me, they say, well, what is the 153? I mean, what did we just find? All that is the number of thousands you borrow. That's literally all it is, the number of thousands that you borrow. So 153, and what is the amortization factor? 6.65. I need some help with this number, please. 153 times 6.65? $1,017.45. Is that correct? Okay, so I'll hear a second on that. But, Quinn, that is my monthly what?
Yeah.
And the question asks for what? PITI. So now that I know what my PI is, the next simple step is going to be take your total taxes, take your total insurance, add them together, and divide by 12, because that's the way they're going to go into your escrow account, is 1/12 monthly. So the taxes, I believe, were $996. The insurance was $480, is that right? That looks like it's going to be $1,476. Somebody check my math on that.
1440. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I was already at the final answer.
Is that right for the annual?
I didn't know.
You didn't do it that way?
Yeah, 1476.
All right, and I'm going to divide that by 12 to get how much?
123.
123 even?
Is that wrong?
123 even, and that's going to be your monthly TI. And of course, you don't have to do it in the exact same order that I did, but the point that I'm trying to make is you have your monthly PI, you have your monthly TI. The question was, how much is your PITI? At this point, you can simply add them together, and that's where you got your 1140, 1,140, and of course 75 cents. 45 cents. And one of the things you'll find out about change on the exam, anything past the decimal, if you'll use any standard form of rounding, I usually go at least 2 digits and I round off. If you use any standard form of rounding, you will not derive any wrong answer on the exam from doing that. Whatever strategy you use, as long as it makes sense, you'll be fine. So what's the answer to the question? C. There you go. 1,140.45 cents is your final answer. Questions or comments on that one? Because you're using one problem to build on another, see, you're looking at it suspiciously. Okay? Just ask yourself, now keep in mind what you're doing today on math is, you're just making sure you understand every step so that you can reproduce it later. You'll have your notes, you'll have this, and you'll also have some later today, and hopefully the video. So the question becomes, you okay with where that number came from? How about this? Using the amortization chart? It's just...
Except we won't be using the chart, but they gave us that.
That's right, but you understand logically where it came from? Okay? And then, of course, this is what we added to that problem that we haven't looked at today. when we start talking about escrow accounts later today. Escrow accounts are money that you're setting aside for taxes and insurance. It's not uncommon, especially for people who put less than 20% down. The bank will always insist that they escrow money for taxes and insurance. And the bank is not doing you a favor to ask you to put money into this account so that they can pay the taxes for you. Think about it for just a second. Why does the bank want to make sure your taxes are paid? Because it's a priority lien. Why does the bank want to make sure you pay the insurance? It's their collateral. If it burns down, they've just lost their collateral. Last chance for questions, comments on number 27. I'm sorry, was that 28, I believe? And because one problem is building on another, I believe question number 29 is going to be an interest over the life of the loan problem. Is that correct? All right, let me ask you this. Which one of these numbers up here is going to help us solve interest over the life of the loan? Monthly PI only, right? TI is not going to help you pay off this loan. So your P&I payment, how many times did you make that P&I payment? 360. That means that it must have been a 30-year loan. So you're going to make a P&I payment of $1,017.45. If you don't mind, I am going to calculate this myself, just it'll be a long number. 1,017.45 times 360 payments gives you $366,282 in total principal and interest. And then do you remember from the previous problem how much our loan amount was? Was it 153 even? $153,000 even. Remember, all this is derived from the previous problem. And we subtract. My answer came to $216,282 interest over the life of the loan. Can somebody either? Oh, I'm sorry. I typed it into my calculator wrong. Let me try that again. 366,282 minus. Oh, I typed in 150, didn't I? 213,282. Thank you. 213,282. I did that on purpose to show you what happens when you punch the wrong number into the calculator. You always get the wrong answer. That was intentional. Okay? Questions or comments on that? You go ahead and cut that off. Thank you.